hello. I'm really excited. I get so excited and charged when Spirit sits on me and it says, do an extra video today. And I always check because sometimes I get intrusive thoughts and I'm like, ooh, how do I know that this is legit Spirit or if this is an intrusive thought and I'm just overly excited about something? And so I thought, I'm going to tell you why I thought this, but I felt this morning I should do a second video. So the videos that I do every night super late are the first video. Usually there is a second video that actually comes first in the day if I am so moved to do it. And so I am doing a video, it's like 2 or 3 o'clock and I'm really excited about this shit because I'm actually not super tired right now. I haven't even eaten today. Like, there's food out there for me to eat and I am so grateful and so happy. There is an abundance of food in the house this week. It's food that I like. It's food that I'm excited about. And for like the past 2 weeks, that hasn't been the case. And bro, we're out here fucking living. I'm having such an amazing time. So in keeping with tradition, for those of you who are new here, or those of you who haven't seen my other videos, and this is the only video you're ever gonna see, I have this crystal mobile that I show at the beginning of every video because on my spiritual team, there is a Black Widow spider named Ethel, who is a protector spirit of mine, and this is her totem. I was shocked when I went into the metaphysical shop and I was like, okay, so what do you want? It's gonna be something, because I have little totems to represent members of my spiritual team. And I was like, it's gonna be a spider, right? It's gonna be something that has a spider. And she was like, I want that. She's like an old lady, but she's like a cool old lady. And so this is what she wanted. And so this is hers. And I show it at the beginning of every video. I take the time. And at first I was like, oh, I must be doing this because it's just really pretty. But I have a feeling it has something to do with protection as well. So that's why sometimes these videos start off kind of slow, because if a person's impatient or if they feel like wrong in their spirit while they're watching this, you're not meant to see this, or you're not meant to see it right now. And that is also potentially the case. So today I do not have my water because I spilt it earlier right before doing this. So I have some emergency. This is not a sponsored situation. I just drink this. It helps me feel good. It's like a placebo. Like, I feel so good all the time. Oh, it's so good. So before we get started, let's take some deep breaths together. Yeah, we're clearing it out. If anybody's watching this video and they're not here for why they need to be here, they finna get bored real quick. Okay, so deep breath in. Fill all the available space in your diaphragm, in your lower stomach, in your ribs, in your back, in your chest. Hold it. And exhale. And let's go again. Inhale. And exhale. Notice if you're carrying any stress or tension in your body, and loosen up, work that shit out. And let's go again. Inhale. Hold it. And exhale. Exhale all the bullshit, all the limiting beliefs. I hope you guys are having a kick-ass day, a bomb-ass day, if you will. A day that makes you feel sexy as fuck. That's what I hope that you're experiencing right now in this moment. And if you're not, I hope by the end of this video, you feel sexier. I hope you feel more fulfilled. I hope you feel blessed beyond comprehension. I hope you feel charged and motivated to get out there and do something. And by getting out there, you know, for my fellow introverts, I don't really mean like leaving the house and shit. Like, you can stay at home and still get out there. Oh my gosh. So if you have seen my other videos, we're all about authenticity here. That's the point of these, as I'm doing them so that I can be operating as my most authentic self. And I do these videos unscripted, and I also do not rewatch these videos, which in the past was a pain in the ass when I first started doing this, because I enjoy rewatching my shit so that I know if it went well, so that I can delete everything and start from the beginning, because I've struggled with being a perfectionist. But I am also not to do that. I am a person who is into metaphysical, spiritual, kooky, crazy shit. That's something I'm into. It's a path I've dedicated myself to. And that's my shit. That's what I like to do. And if people don't like you being your most authentic self, fuck them. So, that's a little tidbit. And I've talked in other videos about how when I was growing up, I tried to sidestep being black. I really did. I did not feel as though I could live a successful life being black. I did not feel as though I could be beautiful and black. I did not feel like I could be intelligent and black. There were a lot of things that I did not associate with being black, with being heavily melanated. And so as a result, I sidestepped a lot of shit. And some of the shit I sidestepped was hip hop and rap in particular. I have never liked rap. And it had everything to do with the fact that that was attributed to niggas. So, because that is how I grew up, I did not really start locking into what my experience of being black was until I saw Black Panther, funny enough. That was my introduction into seeing people that look like me portrayed in a light that was whimsical, that was magical, that was powerful, that was incredible, that was something I wanted to be a part of. Because I've seen black people in media before, and I've never felt a connection with them. I've never felt like their journey was similar to mine. I never felt like what they had or what they did or their story was anything like mine. And so as a result, 7 minutes and 23 seconds as I'm saying this, so if this is you, I feel you. And even if you're not similar to me, if you have always felt, burp. If you have felt like you just did not fit in with other black people and your experience did not reflect that, you know, maybe some of you are black but you can't dance. There's a lot of us out there. There's a lot of people out there. I can dance. I mean, I don't be going off. I mean, I do be going off, but it's not, people don't stand next to me in the club is what I'm saying. I be dancing how I feel, not dancing how I look. And only those who dance how you look understand what I'm saying. But when I saw Black Panther and I heard the music and Kendrick Lamar was going off on that album, I felt a fire within myself ignited. I started to look up my family history and my ancestry. I started to look up where I came from. It had a positive triggering situation for me that led me down a path that has led me to where I am today, where I now do a lot of spiritual practices that have to do with my African heritage, and I fucking love it. I love every bit of it. And what's interesting is there were a lot of people that I knew that didn't care for Black Panther when it came out, and they were of every ethnicity, of every gender, of every sexuality, and they were saying things like, oh, like it's not that big of a deal. Yeah, for you. And now you understand how most of the shit that's been put out in media was not for me, and it wasn't a big deal to me. It just wasn't, because that was not my life experience. And if this was something that you experienced, you are not wrong for feeling weird about the fact that a lot of people were around you. Maybe you loved Black Panther, you were ready to see the opening. I dressed in black when I saw it. And I dressed in black because I felt like that was what I needed to do. I saw people dressing in white, but I felt to dress in black. And what I realize is when I wear black, I feel powerful. And this is something that I noticed after I started my spiritual journey, and I started looking into like color theory and why people wear certain colors. You know, yes, black is slimming and it can be very elegant, and as a theater slash entertainment person who's worked concerts and things like that, you have your set black, you have your stage black, you have your concert black, and so wearing black has just been something I've always done. But I feel really powerful in it. I feel really good. I feel really sexy. So it changed a lot for me, and that's when I started to branch out to different things. Up until today, I have not listened to an entire Kendrick Lamar track. I have not listened to, there may be in my life, there have maybe been one or two artists where somebody was like, man, this album was great, and I sat down and listened to the whole album so that I could give my friend feedback. But I do not necessarily have a favorite artist, and it's because there are 3 to 4 songs on every album that I don't care for. And it's not that I don't like them so much as it's just they don't connect with me. I am very musical. I sing, I dance, I write, I compose, and if you are a person who sings or dances or writes or composes or does some kind of art, this video I believe is specifically for you. Because when I felt you need to get in the closet and do a video right now, I felt like it was for y'all. So pay attention. Lock it the fuck in. But as a person who is moved by music, I am the type of person who cries when I hear music that moves me. I will grip my hands together, I shake, I have to get up, I have to pace. It is almost an overwhelming experience to be listening to certain types of music with certain types of lyrics or with no lyrics at all. I'm big into EDM, and I'm big into movie score soundtracks, specifically with no lyrics. It's like Metal Gear Solid. I love the music to that. Skyrim, love the music. Dishonored, oh my god, don't get me fucking started. The music of Dishonored is so deliciously creepy. It's so deliciously creepy. If you do nothing else today, well, not if you do nothing else, because I'm gonna say some other stuff that you should probably do, but go listen to like the intro of Dishonored. Like, go listen to the main menu song. It's so good. It just fills me with such joy. 12/12 as I'm saying this. So if you're a person who gets really excited, almost too excited over music, we are right here. So I had not listened to an entire Kendrick Lamar track. I just finished listening to GNX because I was moved to. This morning when I came to consciousness, I was going to do an oracle reading, and I decided, or not decided, but I felt, you don't need to do one. You know what you're supposed to be doing. And I was like, fine. Have you ever, like, if you're a person who does oracle or tarot, have you ever been like, I'm finna read, and it's because... Get your mind out of the gutter. Have you ever been like, I'm finna do this shit because I need to know what to do, and your spiritual team's looking at you like, so we already told you what you needed to do this week. Why are you doing another reading? You're like, I'm just looking for confirmation. Can I get some confirmation? They're like, yeah, we already gave you confirmations, but I mean, if you need more, go off. Like, do what you need to do. That's how they was looking at me. And I was like, fine, I won't do the reading. Damn. But they said, listen to GNX, and then also listen to Tyler the Creator's Chromacopia. I do not listen to Tyler the Creator's music. I never have. If I've heard anything, it's been mainstream shit that people clip and they put out there. Okay? I've never listened to anything by this artist. I've never been moved to. And I also haven't been moved to listen to Kendrick stuff. But my spirit had me laying in bed this morning with my little ear pods in, and I listened to the entirety of GNX and Chromacopia. If you are an artist, okay, if you write, if you compose, if you dance, if you sing, if you do pottery, if you paint, if you design clothes, if you do anything that has to do with creating, I am telling you right now, don't look away, look right the fuck here. I'm telling you right now, get on it and speak your truth. It is time. People are waiting to hear your work. People need to hear what is going on with you specifically. And if you're thinking to yourself, damn, I don't have shit to say, 14 minutes and 44 seconds as I'm saying this, if you're thinking, damn, I don't have shit to say, all I can do is talk about my life or talk about my special interest, fucking do that. I have always said I'm not going to put anything out there unless it can be doing something for somebody else. So I would sing songs because I was like, well, you know, if people like my voice, if they're into it, if they're into how I play the harp or into how I play the piano or into how I pick around on the guitar, like if they're into it, then they'll enjoy it. It's not about them. It's really not. But also they need to hear it. Really, it's for you. It's for you. Even if you do nothing else except fill a notebook of all your thoughts. If you write poetry, if you're a writer, if you're a novelist and you have a story idea. Remember how I said in the last video, and if you're new here, you don't remember, it's okay, but we love you. We still love you. Feel free to subscribe. Feel free to comment. Whether or not, it's funny, whether or not y'all like my videos is kind of like, I don't care if people like the video. But I want people to get into the habit of speaking, of commenting. Because like myself, there's some of you guys take in content, but you don't comment. I mean, you can still like the video. You can even dislike the video. Do that too. Interact. Do whatever. Because it's about your energy. And it's about you putting your energy, 60 minutes and 16 seconds as I'm saying this, it's about you putting your energy out there. That is what is important. And putting your energy out there doesn't mean that you compose everything, you get on Spotify and now thousands of people are listening to your shit. Hundreds of thousands of people are listening. It could mean that. That could mean that for some of you. But for a lot of you, I'm feeling this is a practice in engaging with your spiritual self, engaging with who you actually are and putting that out there. There is a massive authenticity movement that is happening. Why do you think celebrities are dipping left and right? Why do you think some fuck shit is being found out about all kinds of big CEOs and companies? Why do you think other things are happening to people right now that aren't so great, that are making headline news? It's because there is an energetic exhaustion. There was a cap, I believe personally, there was a cap that was hit where it was like, we're done with the fake shit. It is time for people to step into their space, into where they're at, and to talk about what's important to them. That's what it's time for, my love, my beautiful, my handsome boy, my sexy lady. Sexy lady! Ooh, that's a good song too. That's an EDM song. I don't remember. Fuck. I don't like to know it is mutual. Together, baby. Now I'm gonna have to go find that. You know what I did find the other day? I found Promises by Nero. Promises, so wasted on myself. Yeah, Promises. The song is a bop. It's a bop. It's a headbanger. It's a good one. But bro, Tyler the Creator's Chromacopia. Again, I don't follow Tyler the Creator. I've never been moved. Again, I'm an EDM person. I'm into like the electronic stuff. Like if I'm into like anything that's Beat Saber. The song from Beat Saber, I think it's Elixia, Elixia. That is my shit. It's such a good song. It's such a move your body song. Also, Eiffel 65. Move your body, everybody. Move your body, come on, everybody. Bro, there's a lot of good music out here. There's so much good music. I hear people say, there isn't good music. Yes, the fuck there is. Hop off mainstream, bro. Hop into some indie shit. Go online. There's so many people I know, they get the songs they listen to from TikToks. And they're like, yeah, you know, I just don't. That's okay, boo-boo. That's okay. If you find your special interest because somebody weird was doing something and you saw it once and now it's your whole thing, like that's what it doesn't matter as long as you enjoy it, my love. As long as you enjoy it, do that shit. Do that shit. I listened to GNX and there were songs that I didn't care for because that's just, I don't like every song that an artist does. However, there were a couple of songs that spoke directly to my soul, and I needed to hear them at this exact time that I needed to hear them. I think Gloria was one on the GNX album. And I think the other one was Heart Part 6. I felt those. I felt those on a deeper level. They resonated with my spirit. And I gotta tell you, if you are the type of person who, like, you like music, but you don't love music, I would say really start to take in music like it's a meal. Like, sit down and pick it apart and listen to it, because music really is a universal language. For me, something that I say is that music is the question, but it is also the answer. Because for me, my question was always, do I matter? Do I deserve to be here? Will people miss me if I drop off the face of the fucking earth? You know, what is my life's purpose? Who am I supposed to be? Does this get easier? Is this all there is? And music asks all of those questions, even music without lyrics. And then it's also the answer. I have found so much healing in music, writing it, listening to it, digesting it, internalizing it. And it's been so good. It's been so good. Music has been so good to me. It's been so good to me. It's been there in so many of my moments. And it's also been there to raise my vibration when I'm not feeling good. I have 3 songs that are go-tos every time I'm not feeling good. If you are into choral music, there's a song by Eric Whitaker called Lux Arumque. And I believe the song's Italian. Don't quote me. I listen to that song whenever I need to come out of a really bad place. And it's because the voices are so angelic. And they just pull me right out. Eric Whitaker, fantastic choral composer, by the way. Fucking love him. And then I have another song that I listen to. I think it's, is it To Glory? Or Glory? By Two Steps from Hell, the music production company. I can't remember what the title is, but I've been listening to it for years, and it charges me. It gets me amped up and hyped the fuck up. Music is so good. It's so good for us. It's so good for the soul. It's so good for the soul. Like, I get so excited. And then, bro, Tyler, the Creator's shit, I am now, like, I need to go back. I need to go back and listen, because, also, here's the thing. I don't usually listen to albums. Like, back in the day, I didn't listen to full albums, with the exception of Linkin Park. Listen to the entire album of Linkin Park, and I would go back right now and listen to the entire album of Linkin Park. Like, that was a key time in my history as a youth. But something that I realized for me is when I would have friends who would say, listen to this song, or they would say, let me play this song for you, and then they'd be looking at me like, so what'd you think? I realized not too long ago, I have processing things that happen when I listen to music. Because I am a musician and a composer, when I listen to a song, I break it up. So if the song has lyrics, when I'm first listening, my mind chooses to listen to all of the complexities of the music. So I have to listen to that like 5 times. Then later, I can listen to the lyrics. So 23 minutes and 23 seconds as I'm saying this. So maybe if you're a person who has trouble listening to songs with lyrics and enjoying it, what I would do is, what I did this morning was I opened up the songs. Like, as the songs were playing on Spotify, I opened up the lyrics and I read the lyrics while I listened to the song. And it made me enjoy that listening experience so much more. So much more. Like, being able to see what's being said, because again, when I first listen to songs, I'm not hearing lyrics at all. It does not register when I first am listening. I'm like, what did he say? So if you have struggles with that, I would suggest listening that way. But when I listened to Tyler's music, it hit me in a weird, guttural, primal, Naruto running down the hallway face ass place. Like, I was sitting there fucking geeking out. I was like, when the first song started playing, I lost my shit, bro. I was so hype. I was like, is this what everybody's been talking about? Is this why everybody's been hype? Bro. And it's crazy because I don't like usually titling my videos with things that could put the video in public view, because again, I am on an authenticity tour right now, and there's a lot of stuff in these videos that I'm still not entirely comfortable with it getting out. I already know it's out. I already know it is. But I don't tell people that this is what I'm doing. I'm just doing it. This is the first thing that I've started to do online where I haven't gone and been like, hey, so I do I do comedy on YouTube. Go check me the fuck out, bro. Or be like, oh, I sing on YouTube. You should go listen. Like, I used to talk about this shit all the time. I was really trying to market myself. But with these videos, I'm like, nah. It's okay if people don't know. They don't need to know. But the title that I'm going to title this video is exactly what the title of this video is going to be. And there are going to be people who I believe need to see this video in full, or maybe other videos of mine, because you, my lovely, my handsome man, my lovely liege, I'm still trying to work out non-binary things, pet names I can call people. I know there are large lists, but for me, it's got to get in here. It's got to be something I can pull out of my ass. But some of y'all are waking up. And the idea of what woke is, I don't even want to talk about that shit, because it kind of bothers me. The term became something that we really had to discuss, that a lot of people had to discuss, and they use the term incorrectly, and it kind of pissed me off. So there are people who are coming to awareness about who the fuck you are, where the fuck you come from, where the fuck your power comes from, and what the fuck you need to do with it. You already know. The people watching my videos, you know what you should be doing, but you're not doing it. And I think that's why you're supposed to be watching my videos, because I'm here in kind of like a big sister capacity to say, get on it. There is no time like the present. So what, you try this shit and it doesn't work and you go back to doing exactly what you did before? Oh my God, that's so scary. It's really not. Or, okay, so you start posting videos. Say somebody starts posting videos, or you start doing songs on SoundCloud and you start doing things and you're like, well, it's going to be embarrassing. Living is embarrassing, bruh. Existing here is embarrassing, bruh. You walk out your house, you're online, people perceive you. That shit's embarrassing. To actually be somebody who people look at, if you've gone to Walmart in the past couple of days, you've been perceived. People have seen you. If you've gone to JCPenney, which I don't know why the fuck you'd be in a JCPenney, they going out of business. But anywhere that you've been at, if anybody's been in a Wawa recently, you've been perceived. If you've been pumping gas, if you walked at the park, if you went out in your neighborhood at night, you went on a little walk, a little puff and walk, you were perceived. Somebody looked out their window and they're being nosy. We have a neighbor here. And she doesn't realize that because her lights are on in her apartment, she be opening her blinds like this to see me on my porch. And to see me and my sister on the porch, because we'd be out there talking and meditating and connecting and really just vibing. And I'm like, my sister last night goes, do you think she knows we can see her? And her whole silhouette was there because the light was on behind her. If you're trying to be nosy and look at people through your windows, turn your lights off, bro. We can see you. We can see you. You're not slick. I was like, yeah, just pretend I don't see her, because I want her to feel like she's, being slick as she looking. I don't want to ruin her fun. But yeah, turn off your lights. Also, if you're the type of person at night you keep your blinds open, how does it feel to not care about your safety? Because as soon as it starts getting dark, I'm rolling up windows, I'm closing shit before I turn lights on. I don't want niggas to see me. Fuck. But yes, if you're over here on some, well, what if people make fun? Or what if the authentic music that I put out there, what if it causes me to lose friends? You don't need them. Drop them. Drop them. You don't need them. It's okay. It's okay. And I know this is coming from a person who, I have not always had a lot of friends. I've had a lot of acquaintances. And I grew up with a father saying that you don't have friends, you have acquaintances. Because real friends, those people, you will know. Those people go through the fire to be with you. Those are your ride or dies. A lot of people say, this is my ride or die, and they'll sell you out for a fucking corn chip. They'll be like, I'm sorry, is that a baked Lay's? That bitch is in the house. She has this much weed in her closet. She's also been drinking. Did you know she ran a stoplight yesterday? Oh, I only get a crumb of the chip? Well, it's worth it. You don't need those people in your life. You really don't. You need to Because by beholding, what? We become changed. By beholding, we become changed. And you don't need that in your fucking space. Bro. I have never wanted to go to a concert so bad. Actually, no, that's a lie. I've been wanting to go see Celtic Woman for the longest time. I fucking love Celtic music. Give me those fucking violins and the bagpipes and the river dance. Bro, I wanted to go see river dancing live. I've been wanting to do this for so many years, still haven't seen it live. I still have not been to like a concert, like in a stadium. Never gone. The concerts that I went to were like, you know, the Christian concerts that I went to growing up. I saw Take Six a lot. Take Six was on some, you know, Take Six was on it. So I've seen Take Six live, but I don't really count those because that was like in the church times. I mean, the stuff I want to see for me. That's the type of stuff I want to go see. I'm trying to see Celtic Woman live. Now, I want to see Tyler, the Creator. He's going to be near me at some point here soon. Not near me, like near my person, but, you know, locally. And I would love to go see him, but I know them tickets cost money. But it's okay because we are sitting in our abundance. Ooh, okay, another side note. I was moved to share this. One of the big mental paradigm shifts that I have gone through is the understanding that for me, love is a state of being, not something that I simply do. It's not a coat that I put on and take off. Love is what I am, and it bleeds into everything that I do. And to a lot of people, it's not going to look like love because how I talk sometimes and how I say things, it might seem like I don't give a fuck. And it's really because in that moment, I can't be bothered with pleasantries. I really can't. It's exhausting to have to sit there and figure out tactfully how to talk to a person instead of just coming out of my fucking face and being like, yo, stop this shit. It's not cute. It's not attractive. Hop off it. Hop off it. Because whatever you're on right now is not doing you any favors. None. But that is a mental paradigm that I have been working with. And I am in love with life as a result. I'm in love with the ducks in my neighborhood. I'm in love with the squirrels. I'm in love with the turtles, both the snapping and the other water tortoises. I'm in love with random people that I pass on the street. I'll be looking at them like, damn, look at you with your shirt and your matching shoes. I see you, King. I see you. And I don't want anything from these people. I'm just in love with life now. Somebody watching this needs to understand abundance, power, love, confidence. They are things. 32 minutes and 23 seconds as I'm saying this. I don't know if that's significant to somebody, but these are things that you are. You vibrate at those frequencies already. One of the reasons why you keep getting blocked when you're trying to do stuff is because you're saying what you want out loud. You're desiring in your heart. You're wishing hard as fuck. You're wishing on stars. You're throwing pennies in fountains like I still do occasionally. You're over here all kinds of trying to get your shit together. But what you're not realizing is you have to believe it. You have to believe it. You have to know it. In your chest, you have to know it. It has to be a knowing. And then you're going to go places you didn't expect to see yourself go. You're going to be in rooms you didn't expect to be in. And you're going to be like, am I ready for this? But then you'll know you are. But then you'll know you are. Because you are. It is time for you to get up. It's time for you to come out of where you're at, where you're sitting, where you're waiting. Stop waiting. It is time for you to move. It's time for you to move, my love. It's time for you to get the fuck up. Get out here. Get moving. You have everything you need. You have the passion. You have it. Even though you get nervous, even though you keep going back to these cycles, you have what you need. You do not have to be perfect to do this. Perfection is an illusion. It is something that people have been telling you for years that you need to try to achieve. No, the fuck you don't. They're telling you that to keep you small. Stop it. Stop. Do not believe these people. Have you ever seen an animal that's trained to stay put? And at first, you got to tie that animal up because they're going to try to run. But then the more you train an animal, at some point, you don't even have to have the rope there. And they'll just sit there. That's what you're doing. Stop it. It's time to let go of your limiting beliefs. I know I sound like a broken record because I've said this in other videos before, but it really is that time. You are moving into 2025, a year you have never set foot in before. People be out here on some new year, new me. Are you? Is it? Are you ready for that? Because new year, new me means dropping a lot of those toxic habits. I want to be right all the time. X that shit. X that shit right the fuck now. Because humility is how you get where you need to go. Well, I gotta be confident. There's a difference between confidence and being a fucking prick. There is a difference. And you know what the difference is. Stop playing games. You know exactly who you are. Stop pretending. Stop doing faux humility. Stop dimming your light for niggas that don't give a fuck about you. Stop that shit. It is time to move forward. It is time to keep moving forward, like they said, and Meet the Robinsons. If you haven't seen that movie, it's an adorable kids movie. It's actually it hits a lot heavier than you would think for a kids movie. Go watch it. Keep moving forward. Keep going. Move. The reason you feel like you've been going nowhere fast is because you don't actually believe it's going to happen. And so many of you probably watching this video keep dreaming quietly. Get loud with that shit. Wear it. Wear it with pride. Come on now. Oh, if you knew, if you fucking knew who you could be, who you are meant to be, you wouldn't be sitting here pacing. You wouldn't be waiting for other people's permission. You'd be like, move, bitch. You would be up there immediately. And that's where I want you to get. That's where I want everybody to get. That's where I want everybody to get. I want to see you beautiful women. I want to see you up there on stages looking awkward as fuck because you didn't think you were going to be here. I want to see that. I want to see you. I want to see you, brother. I'm talking to all the brothers. I want to see y'all up there popping your fucking shit. I want to see it. I get so hype when I see anybody post a video because I'm getting them on my page now. I'm seeing people who have like maybe 10 subscribers. 1 view on their video, 2 likes, and they're speaking their truth, and I can tell it makes them uncomfortable, and I love it. I love this shit. Come on, bro. It is the end of 2024, and so many people I have seen posting videos going, well, I hope next year's gonna be. Don't hope. Don't fucking hope. Know it. Know it in yourself. Know it deep in your stomach. In every fiber of your being, you need to train yourself because you've trained yourself into fuck habits. You've trained yourself into habits that don't work for you. It's already happened. You've trained your mind to I was gonna say demolish yourself. So I guess, yeah, somebody's out here speaking all kinds, 37 minutes and 37 seconds as I say this. Somebody out there is speaking some real serious negativity in their own life. Stop it. Stop it. It's time for something new. It's time for you to be somewhere else, my love. You are outgrowing the situation that you are in. And no, you can't take everybody with you. I know you love them. You cannot take them with you. The journey, the path is yours alone. And each person that you know has their own path that they should be doing. Stop trying to get people to go with you on your ideas. Move. Stop trying to get your boys to go with you on ideas. Move. Stop trying to get your girls to get on board with the nigga that you like, the nigga that you want, who actually is good for you. Fuck them. Fuck them. It is time for you to move. It is time for you to move. I don't know why it's sitting on me so heavy. Like, I feel angry. Like, your spiritual team is so tired of your bullshit because I would not be this animated and this locked in if somebody didn't need to hear this. I know I'm hurting somebody's feelings. Your toes, stepping all over that shit because it's time for you to move. It's time for you to stop waiting. Why are you waiting? There are celebrities out here. There are people who are influencers who have no fucking business being there. And you thought of 2 off the top of your head. You thought of 2 people. You're like, yeah, people really shouldn't be admiring this person. You know them. So why not you? Why not you? And if you can give me reasons, then it should be you. You're giving me all the reasons that it shouldn't be you, but it should be. It should be. It's time for you to move. It's time for you to move. The album Chromacopia resonated with me so fucking hard. There is something in that song. Both Kendrick Lamar and Tyler the Creator, I believe, like many other artists who are out here, have a spiritual gift of creation, of being able to pull an idea and manifest and make it happen. Have you noticed that there are artists who talk about things and then those things happen? Have you noticed? Notice the people who was talking about, I got bitches, I got hoes, I got all this shit, and then that person who's been working on their rap career for so long blows up? There are artists that you don't even know who are popular, that are very popular, that are making bank, that are touring right now, and you don't know them because they're not Hollywood, they're not mainstream, but they're out here, they're making money. You don't need everybody to see you to get moving. You don't need everybody to see you for you to be successful. You need to redefine what success means to you. And again, I know I sound like a broken record, but redefine success, redefine failure. Stop letting other people tell you what everything is. Other motherfuckers can't live your life. They can't. They literally can't. It's you. Your experiences, your understandings, your suffering, your trauma, your euphoria, your friends, your ideas, all of that is unique to you because you're doing it in the order that you're doing it. I want to hear from you. We want to hear from you. The collective wants to hear from you. But the primary reason you should do it is because you want to hear from you. As you write your music, as you compose your songs, as you work on your pottery, your art, as you are streaming video games that you are playing, I want you to do it through the lens of, this is who I am. 41 minutes and 41 seconds as I say that. This is what I do. Each human being, I believe, is a portal. That energy that comes through, it's a portal. And you're taking people places. You have the ability to take people places. You have the ability to show up for yourself in a way that you have never thought. You do. You are the person that you need. It's you. There's a future version of you that is simultaneously existing right now who is wishing that they could tell you to get the fuck up and get moving. Yes, it's important to rest. Yes, it's important to meditate, and it's important to listen. And I implore you to do this. It is time to get moving. It's time to be aware of who you are. It's time for you to shine so brightly. It's time for you to blind motherfuckers. If people are around you and they hit some, well, that's great, but remember, you must remember to. Don't let those worries get to you. Don't. Stop allowing so much to get in your way. Because at the end of the day, you're allowing it to get in your way. It's you. If you didn't accept it, it wouldn't happen. That pissed somebody off. I'm going to say it again. If you didn't accept it, it wouldn't happen. If you didn't keep giving people who fuck you over more room and space to fuck you over, they wouldn't be able to do that. They would not be in a position. Don't let everybody in your circle. Your energy is beautiful. Your energy is sacred. And you know who belongs there and who doesn't. But I'm doing this for them because they need it. That's people pleasing, bro. You need to be in a place where you overflow, meaning that you take care of self and you're in a place where you are healing. And as you do that, you're setting the appropriate boundaries. And then as you overflow, you're taking care of other people. But you are settled. Come on now. Come on now. Cue the cottonmouth. Your words have power. Your art has power. There's a person a long time ago who I was watching his stream, and he was pretty funny. And he didn't have, I haven't even checked back in to see, but he didn't have a lot of followers. He didn't have a lot of viewers. And I asked him at some point, I was like, I'm really trying to get back into gaming. but I'm nervous about gaming online, and I'm nervous about getting started, and I don't know about the specs, and blah, 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 blah. What do you think? And I put that in the chat and didn't expect him to read it. I didn't expect a response. And he said, oh, hey, Tato the Penguin, I've seen you on here before. And I was like, the fuck you mean? But whenever I would pop in, he would see it, is what he said. And then he answered my question. And he gave me his story about how he got started and why he streams. He's like, I'm not trying to make it big. I do this because it's a safe space for people to come, for people to talk about their troubles. If they've got bullying happening at school, they can get in my chat and they can talk about it. And, you know, if I happen to see it, I'll do the best I can to hold space for a person. Some of you are doing things like that and you don't even know you are already acting in that capacity. You're just doing it at a very small level because you keep holding yourself back. You're still, Kylo Ren, you're still holding on. Let go. Let go. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. You got this. I always think about Rick Sanchez. When I say baby, I think about when he was talking to the collective. What was her name? Unity? And he was like, I can do all of that. I can do everything and more, baby. That's the place that you need to get to. 45 minutes and 45 seconds as I say this. You need to get to a place where you're like, I can do everything and more. It's gonna feel like a lie at first because you have so many years of shitting on yourself. And maybe shitting yourself. I don't know what your story is. But now is the time. There is no time like the present. There is no time like the present. There's no time like the present. Somebody watching this is about to have an opportunity. You're about to have an opportunity come through and you're not ready. Like you feel like you're not ready, but you are. You are. Opportunities present themselves every day to everybody. But so many of us miss them because we're so busy thinking about the future. We're so busy being stressed about what's happening in the moment. And I get it. It's hard. It's hard. It's way easier said than done. Of course, I can sit here in the comfort of my closet and tell you all the shit that you need to be doing in the same way that I've been watching videos for years of people being like, all you have to do is believe. And I've been like, how the fuck do I do that when I don't believe? I've had so much history of people letting me down. How am I supposed to believe this shit's gonna happen? It's like, well, you just gotta do it. That, and my sister sent this to our support chat this morning with all of our magical girlies. And if you don't have that, you need to have a chat where you can be weird with people. You need to have a chat of your weirdos where y'all could just be weird and send each other the most unhinged shit. Create that chat for you guys. You need it for your soul. But she said, a leap of faith is so called that because you can't see shit. That's the point. It's a leap of faith because you don't know if it's going to work or not. It wouldn't be called a leap of faith if you knew it was going to be any particular way. If you had step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, it would not be a leap of faith. You would just be following. It would be like a video game on rails, which I love. But when it comes to real life, it's going to require your faith. It's going to require your trust. It's going to require a lot of you. For the life that you want, the cost is high, and it's going to cost you everything that is toxic that has made you comfortable. It's going to cost you your limiting beliefs. It's going to cost you hiding in the shadows. It's going to cost you being an not an overachiever. I heard overachiever, so maybe somebody here is an overachiever. You don't have to keep proving yourself. The only person you need to prove shit to you is you. Is you. Okay? Bro. There are so many people in the music industry who left, who are no longer here with us in this plane of existence. And one of the things that I believe is it's because those people felt that it was their time to go. You know, I've always felt like people were taken from me. People that I loved and people that I could have used their help and their advice, and I was like, you were taken from me. But I don't believe there are, when it comes to the universe, I don't believe there are mistakes. I believe there's balancing. I believe that as things happen, something else has to happen. As things happen, there is a reaction. And sometimes what you're experiencing is a reaction. Sometimes the negative shit that you're going through is a reaction to something that you did before, which means that you can change it. You can do something different now. somebody in this chat has lost somebody significant. You lost somebody really significant. And it was not somebody who was in your immediate family. Some of you who have lost people who are in your immediate family, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you went through that. But somebody in particular, you have an aunt or an uncle, somebody who was there even though your parents were there and they were not doing what they needed to do, and that person was there for you, and that person supported you, and that person is no longer here. And I feel that that person loves you and they need you to get off your ass. So you know who you are. There's so much more to life than what you're allowing yourself to see. There's so much more out here. And even I forget. Even I don't look. I still have impatient times. I still have times where I'm not doing what I need to do. It happens. But just because the messenger is flawed don't mean the message is. I saw a post that said, I find it funny how Kendrick Lamar has been writing really moving, supportive, hype up the community music, and the thing that got popular was the diss stuff. Allow me to shed a new perspective onto the situation. There were people who didn't know to listen to Kendrick Lamar. And those people, like myself, decided to listen to the entire album, not because of the diss track, but because of now all of the attention the diss track got. Sometimes what appears to be a negative thing isn't actually negative. But the masses seemed hungry for it. They're hungry for drama. Anytime there's any type of drama in like the YouTube community or the celebrity community, I know it's going to hit front page news. Yeah, positivity doesn't sell as well because positivity, if you're not a happy person, you don't want to see positive shit. You only look for that shit if you're actually positive. You only get hype about somebody succeeding when you yourself already feel like you are. Of course, the masses will latch on to negativity. But what I think happened was I think that there was some real spiritual movement up under that. And I think that we are going to continue to see the results of that, personally. Ooh! Ooh! It just feels, oh, spirit. Oh, it feels so good. Like after I say certain things in videos, like I really will sometimes try to like mitigate my response because I don't want to be in here like, you know, moaning and going off. But oh my God, like it feels so good to speak words that I know need to be heard. Ooh, Tyler the Creator's Ratata. Ratata. That shit had me gassed. I was going the fuck off in my bed this morning. You couldn't tell me shit. I was dancing so hard. It is a new era. It's been a new era for a while now. And the authenticity tour that you're about to go on is going to be hard. For some of you, you don't really have a support system where that is beneficial. Like, it's going to be hard for you to be authentic because you got a lot of people who are inauthentic around you and they don't even realize that's what they're doing. And you've also got a lot of people around you who hype up being fake. They say a lot of flowery words, but ultimately what they're doing is they're being fake. And they're hyping that up as that's what you need to do to get by. And it's not. It's never been. There are people out here who have been successful being exactly who they were. But a lot of times we'll say, well, that's not for me. Well, if you keep saying it, stop doubting yourself, please. My spiritual team has been on some stop whenever I do it. And I'm like, but this is all I know. That's all I got. I don't have anything left. But anywho, I'm gonna be back tonight because this is what we do. This is what I like to do. But yes, so I don't know who that was for. May you be protected as you move forward through your day. I praise and bless everybody's journeys who are watching this video, who watched this video and didn't finish it, people who thought I was going to talk shit or who I was going to hype up Kendrick or Tyler in a way and then they clicked off. Like, I'm sending out positive energy and vibes to all you pretty motherfuckers out there. Looking good with your cute ass. Is that all I have? Let me take a sip. While I take a sip, say hi to Ethel. All right, well, I'm gonna go eat some lunch. This is the longest video done to date. And if you watched it all the way through, congrats, you care about your life. No, I'm kidding. No, but really, on some honest shit. Like, if you've watched it this far, you must have enjoyed something or needed something from it, so I'm glad that you did. And I hope that you have an amazing rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video that I do. Oh, I love you guys, I love you guys, I love you guys. This is so great. 2025 is gonna be so good.